This is June 18th, 2019, and I'm continuing the video diary on the making of an Engineer Guy video, one that I anticipate will be on the origins, in a way, of the silicon-based integrated circuit. The last time I talked to you, I showed you that I had written a story outline, and then what I proceeded to do was to start to write the script, and I should have noted last time that on the story outline, you can write it poorly, which is very liberating. So you just put things in there that you are going to describe. So I've been working on the script, and I came across this section, and this here is, of course, coffee stained. You can see I've been working on it, where I say, right here, transistor as logic. The video turns to how the transistor performs the logic in a computer, how it captures the binary logic in the solid state. And the video explains how it is related to the amplification, demonstrating with diagrams how to create the logic gates and or not using resistor transistor logic. Well, that's fine, but I actually don't know how that works. So where I am right now is I am learning how it works. I'm sitting here reading. I was reading some of these in the park recently as my sons were playing. I often, in these kind of videos, like to go back to some of the older textbooks like this. They sometimes explain things in a way that is more appropriate for an introduction video. But I have yet to fully understand this to my liking. But what I do know is what I want to achieve, or what I'm trying to do. And that is, in the video, we're going to want some concrete detail of what is actually happening inside a transistor, with an integrated circuit. This is part of the Engineer Guy brand. We don't want to really hand wave. We'd like to give you some real insight into what's going on. It makes the videos a little bit challenging. And we know that it's going to be abridged. And I don't like to use the word simplified, because I think abridged is a little bit of a better term. Because what we want to do is we want to find an entry point for viewers to understand this particular subject. And by entry point, I mean when we think about what most of our viewers know, and we're assuming it's a viewer that is, has a modest amount of science and technology. We want to find that point that we can grab on in what they know and then build out from that and explain something deeper to them. And we know that what we're going to have is going to be abridged. And so what I'm trying really to find here is the absolute essence of it. What's the thing that you really need to understand it? And then to test whether that abridgment makes sense, we're going to ask whether a viewer who wanted to know more could have could create what we call, at least what I call, a well-formed question. And by that I mean there are ways to abridge or even simplify, maybe to use that word now, where when somebody thinks, you've used an analogy of some sort, when somebody tries to think about it deeper, they think about it the wrong way, and their question isn't one that takes them anywhere, because we want a question that is well-formed, that allows you then to go to a search engine, to look at a textbook, to ask in the comment section, and when that question can be answered, and when it's answered, you understand it deeper. And so that's kind of their measure. Now, to get to that essence, I have to understand this fairly well, and I've been making little, diagrams and trying to understand how engineers think about transistors. The key here is how they use them to do logic in a computer. And so that's what I'm working on. That's not very exciting to film, because I'm just sitting here thinking and trying to understand and reading lots of different material to help me get insight into it. So, well, I should tell you now that I also have made a web page for this little series. It's at EngineerGuy.com/making. And I put the videos up there, and then if there's supplemental material, I'm putting it up there, because last time I showed you the story outline, and so there's a link to the story outline, a PDF you can look at, and it's other supplemental material, scripts and drafts and things that will go up there. So I hope you continue to join me, and I hope that the next time I'm back, I have a draft script. And I can show you what we expect from that draft script and how we create a pseudo storyboard version. So thanks for listening.